Welcome back, riders. I'm back here at the home park for opening day 2025. Feels good to have a whole new year back at the home park. Loving every second of it. It's opening day Friday, April 18th. It's Good Friday. It's actually 4:12 right now, so the park closes in a little over an hour and a half. I came here after work, but park's pretty busy and a lot of one train operations. So the park's, the lines are a lot busier than you might expect, especially because today's like the nicest weather day we've had in Chicagoland this year. Usually opening days like 45 degrees and rainy, but today it's 70 degrees and kind of rainy. But I already did a video, filmed a video in the park. I did a full loop. Go check that out in the corner above. It's just like a tour because all the rides were down, and I just kind of felt like doing it. But now I'm on my own. Time is currently 4:13. We'll see how many rides I do today. Just the lines, but that's okay. I'm kind of low on content for shorts and stuff, so a lot of filming today, and I want to get my meal somewhere. So let's see where we head. I got a Flash Pass reservation right now for Superman, but like I said, I don't know what the line's actually like. So let's go find out. Well, I ended up doing Condor instead because they were loading and I was going to get on the next cycle anyways, and everything else has a long line. And also with the new Six Flags, you never know when they're just going to gut a ride with no warning. And these are relatively rare, so glad I got my probably one of only one rides of the season on Condor. So I just tried to do Dark Knight here because I saw that the electronics department, they've been putting in some work on the pre-show. So I was hoping to see them utilize the pre-show, close the doors and stuff. And I thought they were because I scanned in my Flash Pass. There was no line for Flash Pass. And then everyone stopped in the pre-show room. But it turns out the line was just all the way backed up to the pre-show room. So I'm not waiting in that for Dark Knight. Plus it doesn't seem like they're utilizing the pre-show, adequately. So I'm going to pass on that. So I'm walking over to see if Superman is a possibility. But look at this. Looks like they moved the exit for Dark Knight yet again. They're probably using the old way on the right side of the platform, which that's also another reason why I want to do Dark Knight is because of IROC. I thought the loading process and all that was going to be different, but guess what? To see it another day. Yeah, Flash Pass, too long. I'm going to pass. So they are running Wizard, not ready to go opening day, but seems like they're working on it, so maybe a quick turnaround. So here is Wrath of Rakshasa. I'm kind of by the hometown area. Drop right there. Immelman. Once the camera wants to focus, I'll swing by the kiddies too. There's some good views over there. So here I am, kind of closer towards the kiddies, this third inversion here, the downwards turn. That's looking great. The views are better over by the food court, so I'm going to swing by over there. But we'll check out Raging Bull first, maybe. But yeah, awesome. So over here, right when you start the bridge, it's going to be a great area for the drop. You're just going to be able to snap your pictures right there. I see that being a good spot. Then closer here, right before you go into Southwest Territory proper, this is going to be another great view. Got the drop right there. Then you also got a good view of the Immelman here as well. So as I'm walking around the park, Raging Bull is add-on only for Flash Pass right now because it's on one train. So probably not getting on that today. I have less than an hour in the park. I've only been on one ride, and it was Condor. But I actually ended up running into John Craniac, so talked to him for like 15 minutes. Great guy as always. Love having conversations with him. But yeah, now I'm trying to find like a respectable food place that's open. I guess I could have done Fiesta Fries, but it seems like a lot of the places close at 5, so it's tough out here, man, but that's how opening days go. I understand. Well, I tried Flash Pass for Justice League because the line's not out the door, so I was like, but the Flash Pass line starts pretty much right when you get in. So, I mean, it's probably not an awful wait, but given how much I have left to do in less than an hour, I'm going to pass. So, it's looking more and more likely like Condor is going to be the only ride I do today. So this is my first time actually walking down this path this way. So this is like a new vantage point of Wrath of Rakshasa that I'm filming alongside doing it for the first time. It's kind of interesting, the dive loop. You can see how it bends to the right while it goes down. Pretty cool. And of course you got that third inversion there, but we're gonna get even closer. So here's a view of Wrath of Rakshasa. I'm in the food court, a little behind the bar. For whatever reason, they never obstruct the view here of the construction. Like you got that entire fence, voice crack. But not here for whatever reason, but I'm not complaining. Here's all the groundwork, what it's looking like right now. You can tell this area here where it's kind of smoothened out a little darker. That's where a lot of switchbacks are going. And you can kind of almost see it in the ground. The queue houses, at least that's what I assume those markings are. There's two queue houses. That's one of them, and then there's another one kind of on that square over there. This is where majority of the queue is going to be, but not all of it. But yeah, pretty cool. And you can tell there's a train. Kind of see those clamshells a little bit. And that's the station 4 right there. Pretty cool. I guess I could get a little more in depth. So you see this little strip here. That's going to be kind of the entrance of the queue, and then you're gonna hitch that way, and then I don't know if you're gonna go in this queue house first or this one. I don't remember, but a bunch of switchbacks here, and eventually you're gonna go back that way, and there's gonna be a ramp that starts somewhere around here. You're gonna walk under the lift, and then you guys can kind of see all these footers. That's for a ramp. So it's gonna be one giant ramp that goes up that way, turn, and then comes back this way up into this platform here you see. So that's kind of what the entry queue is looking like, and then the exit is gonna be on this side of the station, a bunch of ramps, and then you're gonna go into the ground a little bit alongside here, and then you're gonna walk out that way. So pretty cool stuff. I'm making my way to American Eagle. If you know me, you know I'm not a huge fan of American Eagle, but it is one of the few rides here that's running on 2 trains. So this is almost like the best time to ride it while everything else is on 1. I could do this with 2 now, and then I don't have to ride it later in the year. So as long as this line isn't like awful, I'm gonna give it a spin, especially since red side's better too. Compared to everything else in the park, I will definitely take this. Well, I did American Eagle and ended up being 55 minutes, which is crazy and not worth it for that ride. I did a second to back row, so non-wheel seat, and American Eagle is just, I don't like it. I mean, I don't think it's that good, is what I should say. So yeah, but yeah, 55 minutes too. It's past park closed, so I didn't even use my meal plan at all today. This is crazy. It's crazy. On my way out the park, here's a view of Wrath. I'll get a little closer over by Demon, but this is what it looks like in front of the food court. So this is what it looks like peeking over the fence a little bit. It looks great. Good view of the dive loop here. It's crazy how they squeezed it in. Right next to Demon here with the supports. It's crazy, but here's that view. There's a lot of fence posts up. No real fences, they just put up this temporary red one, but here's a good look at Demon Delights. That's gonna take some getting used to, but seems like they're redoing the roof or something there, and then the white extension that is Rakshasa Relics. It's gonna be the gift shop you guys get there, so it's gonna be some merch there. But yeah, I love this view of the last inversion from right here. I feel like there's gonna end up being netting there, but for right now, unobstructed, it looks so good. Love that shot. But yeah, this is what it's looking like as of opening day. It's gonna be a fun one. 2 things I mentioned while I was on that one, American Eagle. Number 1, Rakshasa. It's tall. Like, American Eagle is tall, and Wrath was considerably taller, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then 2, I saw some rain in the distance, and I just felt the cold front, so leaving at a perfect time here. So gonna wrap up the vlog here. It was opening day. It's never really smooth. I even kind of talked to John about this. Usually the weather's not nearly as good. Usually it's not Good Friday, so even he kind of admitted it was a little busier than, you know, everyone would have liked, just kind of throwing everyone in. But, you know, for someone like me who comes all the time, it was fine. So just good to be back, even though I guess I was here last week and I came here for the off-season construction tour. It's just good to be back, see all the people, hear all the sounds. I would say eat the food, but I didn't get to today. Sorry, Dad. Not getting my money's worth out of the meal plan. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks for checking out this video, and we'll see you all next time. Push down, pull up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and go have your greatest day yet. Choo choo, bye.